Hi, I'm Medha Narwani, author of Mystic Road Warrior and a yoga teacher. My book, based on Vedanta, is a travel spiritual fiction about self growth and awareness of who we truly are. It talks about how we can practically apply key concepts of Vedanta to our lives to be mentally, physically, and spiritually balanced. We can all do with balance, particularly in these very stressful times. And thank you to Radisson Blu Hotel Ranchi for this wonderful positive mindset and wellness initiative they have taken to combat stress, anxiety, and depression in these difficult times. Coronavirus has really changed the way we are living and will continue to live in the future. So, social distancing is one way to fight the current pandemic, but it is also a practice which has taken us further into isolation. We could barely cope under normal circumstances pre COVID times, but the added social and psychological pressures now threaten to tip some of us just over the edge. And it is but natural to feel overwhelmed and fall into depression and anxiety and stress. So, mental health has now become as much of a priority as physical fitness because the mind does not work in isolation. What impacts the body also impacts the mind, and vice versa. So the positive news is that depression and anxiety has its roots in the mind, and there are tried and tested yogic ways to combat this. I'll be talking about key mental health factors from a yogic perspective. So to start with, what exactly is mental health and what are we really dealing with here? Mental health is about overall emotional, social, and psychological well-being, where one is able to make clear and concise and calm decisions without feeling stressed or overwhelmed. So in mental health, you need to be actively engaged in external activities and away from your mind, not constantly living in your mind. So there are 5 key pillars for a more positive mindset, which can be particularly beneficial and helpful during these times. The first is the diet. You are what you eat. Everybody's heard of that. So diseases manifest in the body because of the food we eat. Heavy, stale, thumbsick food really impact our body. Eat nutritious, immunity boosting food full of nuts and seeds and fruits and vegetables. The second is the fitness. The recommended fitness during this time, because we all can't go to the gym, is the home workout like yoga. For example, you can practice dynamic yoga asanas such as your back bends. So this brings confidence in you and motivates you to face your problems head on. So that's what I practice at home, and some of them are like cobra pose, like Bhujangasana, bow pose, Dhanurvakrasana, or your Shalabhasana is locust pose, or other asanas which can be really helpful right now is Yog Mudra or Ushtrasana, the camel pose, or Bhadrasana, which is your throne pose. You can also walk for half an hour to boost the chemicals in your mind. Stay fit and stay healthy at this time. The third pillar is the breath. The mind is a storehouse for anxieties and worries. Basically, pranayama practices can help you relax and calm down and de-stress at this time. So what is pranayama really? It is really the regulation of the bioenergy in the body. Most of the time we breathe unconsciously and in a very shallow manner, which impacts our longevity, our lifespan, and our health. So pranayama regulates this breathing pattern in the body by making our breathing deep, rhythmic, and conscious. So when you find yourself very agitated, practice calming pranayama like prolonged exhalation called Rechak, which helps in just letting go of the situation. Also pranayama of equal breathing, which is excellent because it just takes, your entire body is involved in breathing. So other breath control like Bhastrika, Kapalbhati is also very, very good for this. You may have heard that meditation is also very good at this time, but it is not when you already find yourself falling into depression and anxiety. Meditation takes you very deep into your mind, so it is recommended at this time that if you're feeling anxious, you practice chanting with your eyes open, or listen to mantras or any kind of uplifting bhajan or music at this time. This helps you to calm down, and it works directly on your mind, and it also lifts your vibrations instantly. The fourth one is the sleep. So it is very important for healthy living. Get at least 7 to 8 hours of really good sleep. Follow a routine during the day and stick to it. Sleep early, wake up early, and don't drink water just before sleeping because it really impacts your sleeping pattern. So you don't want to get up in the middle of the night. The fifth one is the mind. It's about stress management, being mindful and aware of how you're facing a situation. It's about responding and not reacting to situation. This practice keeps you balanced and grounded at all times. So be mindful of your thoughts as how you're working throughout the day. If you catch yourself spiraling down the negative road, practice a powerful technique called Pratipaksh Bhavana. So Pratipaksh is about flipping the negative with the positive thought. It's a very powerful practice, and it really lifts the mind to a happier state instantly. And also bring awareness to simple joys of living. Be grateful for the little things that are in your life. I'm sure we all have a lot to be grateful for. Write down these points that are full of gratitude. And reduce passive activities like watching TV, or be more physically engaged in activities like workouts, singing, or dancing. And also, it's best not to discuss too many negative issues in your life, because the more energy you give to the problem, the longer they linger in your mind and disturb you. So don't talk about things too much. And healthy relationships are really important at this stage for well-being. Stay socially connected, spend time with your family and friends. This is a wonderful opportunity. We all have got to connect with everybody. So developing positivity at this time really is a challenge, but we have to be mindful. You must have faith in higher powers, that every moment is transient and eventually everything will pass. So make an effort to climb the mountain. Mountains are meant to be climbed. They're not meant to be carried around in our mind. I'll talk more about other wellness concepts next time around. I wish Radisson team and the guests a very pleasant stay at the hotel, and everybody watching this video, thank you, and I wish you good health and peace of mind. Be safe, be kind, and thank you. Namaste.